1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Hi, we're doing moral dilemmas.
Hi.
Ignore my
Hey.
glasses. I'm IRL nerd emoji right now, and I'm also getting hit with the ice splices, third cousin allegations. I might want to kill myself.
Oh.
I mean, you changed the hair color to look like Ice Spice, so that's on you.
No,
true.
Choco, I was doing this much before Ice Spice was even a thing.
No.
Yeah,
I remember
no.
Ice Spice came out and you were like, maybe I changed my hair color to hers.
Absolutely not. Choco just saying lies. Choco, try not to lie challenge, impossible difficulty.
Congrats on the Garfield Eats tweet again. I don't know if
Oh
you
my
mentioned that last
fuck.
time.
Yes. Everybody, we all have to have a special celebration for this, and this in specific, because I got noticed by Garfield Eats, and they use their specific, very specific opening line on me. Everybody take a look at this.
Yeah.
Choco, tap into this.
No, literally Choco, tap into this.
Shut
Okay.
the fuck up. Oh my
Guys,
god.
I've been
So
saying
we
that
have
for like 2 weeks now. I don't know. It's been good.
we have Garfield Eats liking my 2 replies. Garfield Eats, you will always be famous. Garfield Eats Twitter account, I love you, some emoji heartbreak. And then under the Garfield Eats Twitter account, I love you, they said, love me, Phoebe, don't leave me. Like, the ground shook, people died. I don't know,
You told
cinema
me you
was forever changed.
screamed when you were in voice chat.
Mhm,
Oh,
Pub.
yeah.
Somebody was talking and Pub was like, shut the fuck up. Oh my god. I was like, oh.
It was serious. I don't know. I'm obsessed with it. I'm really happy. Ate, chewed, devoured. But we're doing moral dilemmas today, and they're not moral
Before we
dilemmas
get
in the way
into
that you
it,
would.
though, before we get into it, Pop, sorry, I have to talk about this because this is so fucking delicious. And since we were talking about food and stuff, if anyone ever has like access to these cookies or is in Italy, get these. This shit is so. I would kill for this cookie. Like, legit.
Nela.
I fucking love this shit. It's
No,
so
you
good.
have to say it with the accent.
You have
It's-
to.
Gorm can't look at this because this is part of Italian cuisine.
Cor di mela. Yes, but it's like this is Italian cuisine on the level of quattro formaggi, you know? Like
It's
so good. It's
they're
literally
iconic,
cooked
they're
with
one of a kind.
It's like apple jam inside. It's the best Italian cookies ever.
That's a dangerous statement, Choco.
You just don't
It
chocolate
is,
squirt
and I will die on
miles
that
when they
hill.
take a bite.
It is
Oh.
the best cookies. What did Pop say?
Nothing.
Pop,
Stuff
I
in-
will hear about this later when I watch the podcast back anyway, so you
We
better
don't
tell
know,
me
you
what he
won't.
said.
Yeah, we
No, you
don't
I
don't
know
watched.
that.
Unlike Stealth, I watched the podcast.
Oh,
South, what do you have to say for this?
No.
no, why am I here?
South, we
man?
could be talking mad shit about you for the past like 8 episodes.
Why
You have
am I
no
in
clue.
it?
Yeah, Stuff has
I
missed
watched
a
the
bunch.
podcast.
Stuff has missed a bunch of lore.
Stealth, what is that drink? Because it looks really nice, really pink and fruity, like
Okay.
all of you.
If
It
it's
is
alcoholic, let me.
no, it is San Pellegrino, Melograno, and Arancia. I think
Can
this
you
is
put
just.
Need the cam a little?
Oh wait, I can wait. Give me 2 seconds. For the people who are watching, I can give you like a close. This is like. It's not like. Yes, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
it's
even
like
the can looks
pomegranate
fruity.
and like. Yeah, like this drink is
that's
so
nice.
yummy.
That
Like
looks
it's
It's
like
like
pussy.
can.
No,
Okay,
why,
damn.
why did you? Oh wait, it's not focusing on me. Okay,
Stealth, is it like just a fruit juice?
it's like pomegranate and like orange juice, and then there's like a small fizz, not a hard one, a small one. Very.
I see,
love-
I see.
It's just
Fizz?
like gay juice.
Fizz,
Fizz.
fizz.
How are you guys?
Oh my god,
Come
the
on.
lead character? Nice.
Not this.
Anyways,
Okay.
pub.
Can I ask you, Pub, what is moral dilemmas?
I don't know. It's like, oh, okay.
It's not good, you guys.
You're presented with
Terrible
the
start.
situation.
I don't know.
You're presented with a
Amazing.
situation, and you're using your own best judgment mentally and like what you think would be the best decision, to further proceed with the situation. Ethical dilemmas are, would this be seen right in like society's eyes? So that's like stealing money or something.
Oh, so
Right.
morals like my own independent values.
Yeah.
Your own moral. Like, yeah.
And ethical is like, oh, would other people see this or hear about this and be like, what the fuck?
I get it. I get it.
Okay, starting off. We're starting off with this one because I was reading through the moral ethical dilemmas like 10 minutes ago on my bed. And this one made me laugh. Your mother has been in
I
the
hate
car.
glass straws, you guys.
I love them.
She's unconscious. During her rescue, doctors discover that she is actually an android. Doctors and engineers put her back together. Do you A, tell her that she's a soulless appliance? Or B, keep the secret from her but upgrade her cooking ability?
Clicking. What does
Okay,
that mean?
so
Her cooking abilities.
She can play cookie clicker for me.
so this is unserious. So, me being like, okay, moral dilemmas, I can work with this. Then I heard androids, and I was like, oh, okay.
Well, what would you do?
I mean, I'd have to put her down because I can't have any kind of Android in my life. Thanks, Apple.
She would be insane. No, Gurn.
What?
That was
I'm
awful.
I'm sponsored. I have to do what I have to do.
How much are they paying you?
I can't talk about it legally because
Oh.
I'm not being paid.
Didn't we
Oh.
get sponsored by Enchanting a couple episodes ago and we didn't say anything?
I don't think
How?
so.
We did.
I got no money.
I think so. Enchanting said something about sponsoring and then silence, radio silence.
Maybe Chuck was getting paid and we're not, you guys. I'm scared.
John's getting paid thousands to be on this. That's why they.
Dude,
that's why
I
they act every
wish.
single time that they're on this podcast. That it's like they're clocking in for a
It's
shift.
true.
Because they literally are.
Pop the other day saying Chaco, like, Stealth isn't here. Chaco's clocking in for a shift. Like, I was like, oh. I don't know, you
Dude,
guys.
it's true. Choco, sometimes you sit down, I know nothing is going on in that brain. That skull, that cavern of yours.
It needs to be aired out so new thoughts can go in, pub.
Choco, I think it needs to be hold out.
Oh,
Okay. Let's continue with your questions.
the question, well, nobody answered except me.
The second one, obviously. I mean, if she raised you until now, then she's a mother. Doesn't matter. Android
I
or
say
not.
upgrade her cooking abilities because I think misogyny wins in every single way. Damn.
Right.
No,
The
I
crowd
didn't.
was so
Yeah,
silent on that one.
I didn't like that. I don't know.
Stealth?
You certainly enjoyed my
What?
chess joke, though.
What I would do,
Chest joke.
I'll tell you later, Bob.
I don't know. Like, I think I'm gonna have to side with Gurm on this one. I have to put her down. Like, I can't. Like, the just idea of like an android. No, like, I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
Like, you're not my mother. You're not my mother. Unlike
my mother.
Megan Trainor.
Hashtag
Yeah.
okay.
not my
Imagine you've gone through all this trauma and now suddenly your mom's a robot and you could put her down. Like, the answer is simple. I don't know, you guys.
I love how you immediately said that your mom gave you trauma. Like, that's the story you tell yourself in this scenario. You could have everything and you said, let's go back to trauma.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You sleep naked, always. It's underlined, by the way.
Okay.
You awaken from a sex dream. Coming, then you realize...
Actually, read out the sentence.
I thought
Did
you were
it-
gonna say covered in something. glazed in semen.
Yes! Okay. You sleep naked, always. You awaken from a sex dream, coming. Then, you realize that your dog has been licking your crotch. Do you A,
no.
punish your dog, B, reward the dog? He was trying to be a good boy after
Oh,
all.
wait, what was the first
Absolutely
option?
not.
This is Moki Gurm.
No,
What was the
this
first
is
option?
foul.
The first
what
one was punish your dog.
Punish it. What the fuck?
You literally put it down. Like, nobody
Why,
can know.
but why would you punish it?
Nobody
Not
can know
put it
still.
down.
It would have no clue.
You know.
Exactly.
You know.
Too many people know.
Too many people just being one.
We're gonna have to do something, you guys. I don't know.
Okay.
Bob, what is this?
What's the
What-
third option?
This is what? First of all,
See, I'm starting off with
Those
the
are
silly
moral
goofy ones.
dilemmas.
I'm starting off with the silly goofy ones now, so we can get to the really serious deep dark ones.
this isn't deep or dark. Quick, if you're listening and you've ever had your And you've ever woken up to your dog licking your crotch after you
Fondling your balls.
Yeah, have had an absolute orgasm in bed. Let us know in the comments below.
You accidentally kill your 4-year-old daughter's hamster. You know she won't notice the difference.
Wait,
if
you didn't
replace
give
it
us
with
a third
another.
option. It was only punish it or reward it.
Or reward
Yeah,
it,
those are the only two, girl.
I mean, I'm gonna
That's
kill my
it.
dog.
I'm not gonna punish it. I'll push it and be like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" But like, I'm not gonna be mad at it. Like, he doesn't know what it is. She, whatever. Like, how can you
I'm just like,
punish
oh
it?
my
burn
god,
up the
what are
steak.
you doing?
I don't know, you guys.
Somebody said that all I had in my mind was Pops, always the hand on the neck. Like,
Huh?
can you do that?
What?
Like nobody's.
Oh, absolutely not.
I'm so scared.
Bob said what?
Me never doing that once in my life, Choco.
Yeah, you do it in every
Choco,
single
you
podcast.
were having delusions of grandeur.
Do you just mean the head scratch?
Yeah, the thing that he always does.
Oh,
yeah,
a
that's
head scratch. Yes.
Oh my god, what are you doing? And then head scratch.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I'm saying, but I'm playing.
You literally, I'm.
You
Okay,
accidentally
next
kill
one,
your
please. I'm
4-year-old
begging.
daughter's hamster. You know she won't notice the
Okay.
difference if you replace it with another one. Do you?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Why not?
No.
What's the lesson
Because it will
here?
be a funny story. I don't know later. Like, remember when I killed your hamster? I don't know. That was funny. No, that's so funny to me.
Stealth,
She's
what
gonna
would
be
be
sad.
But not. She
be
will
pissed
cry,
herself.
but that's okay because that will make her tough.
Stealth? What would be
Yeah,
the
okay,
way?
you know
What would be the way
Yeah.
you kill the hamster?
Oh,
You
this
accidentally
is
sat
bad.
on it. You accidentally.
Yeah, that was literally what I was thinking. Even when I just like let it loose and I sit on it, I'm like, wait, what is this? Like, oh. No, but I've had a few
Sit on
times
it
where
and
like,
splats.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
no, don't say that. Poor hamster.
I've had a few times because we have like a lot of like cats here.
Uh-huh.
And we have a lot of like cat toys and they're like tiny like mouse or like tiny animal shaped like plushies. And I'll step on them all the time. So I think that's how I kill it. I'll just step on it and I'm just like, ooh, that better be a toy. And then I look, but then it's just like, you know, not a toy.
Okay, for me, I would replace it. But I feel like if I got to a point in my life where I felt like I needed to kill a hamster, it would have been bad. Like that hamster
It
would
would
have
have
had
been
to.
bad.
Yeah, the hamster would have been involved in the dream scenario before for me to have gotten to that point. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
be honest.
god.
Just to
Okay.
tie the two together, you
Oh.
guys. I don't know.
Oh, disgusting.
Remembering the
You're really
time that I
spinning a
said-
story out of all these
I
questions.
have to.
Remember
Disgusting.
the time that I said I think Choco would kill animals and bury it in the back of their backyard?
We don't have a backyard, so I couldn't do that. And I
Oh,
also
Choco.
never did. But
This just
I've
adds to
had-
the Victorian allegations. I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no.
No
I've-
backyard?
I've-
Okay.
listen,
No
I've had this
backyard.
conversation way too much this week, but you know how you can tell when your child is like gonna be a psychopath, when
yeah.
when they're like harming animals growing up, like as a
Mhm.
child and stuff.
Yeah.
So Mello used to do that with bugs and flies.
Oh, I knew she was
Yeah.
kind of fucked.
So I messaged her last. I was like, I'm so glad you turned out okay, even though you used to do shit like that. And then I offendedly mentioned, did you ever tell your boyfriend? What does he think about this? And she said, oh, he used to do it too. Like,
Oh.
Okay.
that's a
I-
serial killer couple in the
I was just
making.
about Chuck. I was just about to say like it's not sociopathic unless you're straight. Then it is. No, then it's not. If you're a
That's
hetero
not-
person
oh.
doing that, you're normal. You're fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, okay. This one's kind of serious.
Okay, everyone,
Oh,
put your
fine.
serious caps
Put on your
on.
serious goggles.
Yeah.
Your mother has been diagnosed with a degenerative disease, leaving you to take care of her. Although she has a deep antipathy to being placed in
I don't
care
think that's-
facility.
I don't think that's the word.
Antipathy.
No, that's not the word.
It says anti-empathy.
Antipathy? I don't know. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
antipathy. Bitch, that was my
My favorite
pharmaceuticals moment.
antipathy.
Pharmaceutical, yes.
My oomph antipath.
Antipathy and Konnichiwa getting coffee. I don't know, you guys. God, I hate you.
She hates going to the hospital.
Of course,
And so,
of course.
looking after her has begun to consume all of your time, and you don't want to give up your own life in order to preserve hers. What do you do?
No.
I'd put her down.
Put her down? Or in the...
I mean,
Do you mean like pull the plug?
if there was a plug to pull, it would be.
Wait, can you condense the question?
Your mom has fallen really, really sick, and she doesn't want to go into, like, elder care, and so you're taking care of her, and it's kind of taking away of your life. What do you do?
I will tell her to
My mom
replace
wouldn't
this.
want me to do that. She like if she needs elder care, basically when she can't live on her own, she would want me to pull the plug. So I'll just pull it. Like I'll do it.
You would kill her? Even if she's not on
No.
a plug?
No, like she wouldn't want it. She wouldn't want
Stuff's
to
like,
like you know
if there
like
wasn't a plug, I would find a plug.
if she can't shower herself, she wouldn't want to live anymore. So like yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Chaco?
I don't know if my mom is like that, but I would. I would.
You guys, this
She-
isn't about
she
your
wouldn't
mom. This
want
is
that-
about you.
Yeah, but if I'm talking about myself, no. Like I will not sacrifice my own life for like my parents or something. Like I don't know. Maybe that's selfish, but that's me. Like
No,
my
I
kids is
agree.
different, right? Like my kids or like my spouse or whatever. That's different. But like my parents or my family, no.
I
Girl,
agree with
she
that.
has
Like I
15
wouldn't pull
years
the.
left.
I wouldn't pull the plug. I would just force her into a elderly care. Or something. I don't know.
Not
I just-
Tom.
Like, damn, but she's hogging up so much life. I don't know. Get it over with.
Mom said she's already had her time. It's mine now.
She's gone through menopause.
Yeah, literally.
I've gone through menopause. Everybody's gone through menopause. You're done with. Okay.
We didn't hear Gurms. Oh wait, no, Gurm already said pull the
Yeah,
plug.
pull the plug. I don't know. I'm so sorry to my
Yeah.
mother. I don't know. With Pop, like she's had her time. It's mine now.
Yeah. She's done all the stuff that she wanted to do. Everything in life.
Like,
She's probably going to Disney at least once.
I
okay,
disagree with you guys. I wouldn't pull the plug. I just.
I mean-
like reach an agreement with her, but not.
Choco, by
kill
pull the
her.
plug,
You would do your best to find alternative.
Yeah.
No, by pull the plug, I mean I'd put her in the home. Like I'm not gonna sit around
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
care of my mother. Like I'm so sorry. I love
Yeah.
her. But I remember one time I broke my
Silence.
ankle. And she was like, "Oh, just walk it off." And ever since then, I knew I was gonna put her in a home. Like the decision's been
Yeah.
made. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, just walk it off. You're
Yeah,
like,
literally.
oh, okay.
Okay.
You're like, okay, you're going in a home. Okay, I see.
What was that?
Although most of your friends are now happily married and settled with houses and children, you're still single and live alone. You feel increasingly out of place at gatherings and find that you have less and less in common. You don't want to lose touch, but you can't see a way of maintaining a friendship when your circumstances are so different. What do you do?
I move on.
Yeah, but
It's not that serious.
Well, like,
By stopping to comparing myself to the people around me.
yeah.
Yeah. Everybody lives different. That's like not a reason to stop seeing someone. Like, grow up.
But I've
So what?
also learned that people who get married tend to get boring, and I don't think that's a bad thing for them. But it's not because like once you're in a relationship with somebody, most of the time, that takes up a lot of it, and like you have your everyday stuff too, which takes up a lot of time too. So you don't have time to look at like things outside of that most of the time. Not that you can't have hobbies, but it's probably going to be like things that you do together, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. Too many people watch House when they get married, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about House, girl. I don't like House.
The
What's
show or
house?
like house hunting?
Yeah, the show House with the doctor.
Okay.
And he's like, my name is House. I need Vicodin.
Okay.
I don't know. You're gonna lose people once they get married. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know. Then you make other married friends, right? That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. Especially like like if you have children, then you like meet other parents and
Yeah.
bond over.
Do you think they have a marriage Discord server?
No, those.
Probably. No, I think that exists.
Because, I don't know, if you're married and you're also making friends with other married people, don't you have a Discord server? Like, isn't there like
Pause.
just a what?
Because you just reminded me, I knew a married guy, and this was recent. He was married, right? And he had a woman, and they were both on Discord. And I was in they're straight, of course. And I was in their Discord server. This matters because of what's coming up. And this guy literally had a porn channel in his Discord. Yes, and the wife was in the Discord, and she helped run it. And they would just post porn, like straight up porn, and all him and his friends, and they were in there looking at porn. And I remember one time I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So I just went in there and posted like that picture of the bug with the humongous tits in there. I was like, "Let's break it up a bit." That was weird though. See, I don't want married people on Discord if that's what we're gonna have. Like,
Sorry, Steph, this is how we're gonna tell you that once you two get married, you're getting kicked out of the Discord server.
Yeah, I get it. It's fine.
it's for the best.
Did you ever ask what's the point of that?
No, but
Like why
On the server?
no, the porn channel.
of like them just posting porn.
Yeah, like why?
What was the thought process? What were you thinking about?
Choco, it's like it was a normal Discord, right? And literally everything about it was like really normcore. Like the guys are boring, all they do is fish and play fishing games. So it's like, okay, kill yourself. But then all of a sudden you get to like the porn channel. It's like, James, like what's going on here? It's not like it wasn't restricted to a role. Sorry. Like just for context, I have an NSFW channel in the Discord, but you need a role to get it. And I literally state you can't just post porn. And this channel that they had was the direct influence of me being like, I don't want a channel where people just post porn. Like, it's weird, right? It's weird. I don't know, you guys. Married
unless
people,
that's the purpose of the Discord, right? Yeah, but
yes,
it's kind of
exactly.
weird.
Like,
Yeah.
someone you might know, Stealth, might have a lot of information about Discord with porn being posted all the time. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay. The unfaithful friend. I have to read it in this tone. Very serious.
This is me.
You go out with your husband for dinner at a new restaurant you have not frequented before. It is in a part of town you rarely visit. You are shocked to see your friend's spouse having dinner with a very young, attractive person. From the way they are behaving, it is obvious they are more than friends. The couple finish their meal and leave without seeing you. They behave very affectionately on the way out of the door. Do you A, tell your friend knowing you probably won't be believed and that it might ruin your friendship with them? Or say nothing about seeing this couple as it's none of your business. They may even have an open relationship ? What do you do?
Stealth, you go first because I already know what I'm gonna do.
Same.
Can you condense the question?
Oh my god.
Okay.
You know, we were talking about reading comprehension, like
Understanding
a couple days ago with
comprehension,
Edge.
Those were a lot of
listening
words. Like
comprehension.
I'm expecting like short moral questions. You being like, okay, so setting the scene. It's a Sunday night. The sun is, the sun just came up. I'm like,
The sun is at a 45-degree
so
angle.
yeah,
Stop
literally.
telling
like,
moral questions like people writing recipes online.
it's true.
Literally, Chaka. Okay, you're going out with your dinner with Tom, and you see one of your
Okay.
roommates, and they're on a date with someone who's younger and
You're just
attractive.
making it gay.
and-
You're making it gay. You're not condensing it. Okay, so
Okay.
you go out with somebody. You see somebody who you know is in a committed relationship out with somebody you do
Okay.
not recognize. They're being flirtatious,
Okay.
and you're like, "That's weird." And you see them leave, and they never see you. Do you tell your friend, knowing they won't believe you? Pop said they won't believe you. Or do you keep it to yourself because it's none of your business? Because they might have an open relationship. Question mark emoji, question mark. Flushed face emoji.
No,
I
I
said
will
they
do the
might.
first. I'll probably tell them,
Obviously.
or I'll be like, "Oh, who was that guy?" So like a new friend. Like I'll bring it up. I think.
Pub, this is like important. How close are you to the friend that you saw this happen to? Because I would.
Oh yeah, that's important too.
definitely- Yeah.
Oh, pretend that you're in a friend group of say around like 5-6 people.
Okay.
You're all pretty close, but you're all pretty close in a friend group dynamic. But one-on-one, you're just like kind of close.
I would. Well, first of all, I would be believed because I would have taken a picture. Second of all,
I could have said I would have receipts.
immediately I'd be sending like, who the fuck is this? Like, if I'm close to this person, I'm gonna send them the picture.
Same. Yeah.
And like,
Okay.
if they're my friend, they're not gonna think it's weird that I took a picture of their man with someone random.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like this kind of situation where you're like trying to help your friend, like, are they cheating? Question mark. Like, you know.
But what if the person that they were on a date with isn't actually someone that they're cheating with? Like,
It doesn't.
you would bring
listen,
that up, and your friend would be like, "Oh no, that's just like Peter or something, like a really close
Okay.
friend to my husband." What would you
Yeah,
do
but
then?
you don't know that, right? So you ask. You listen. All of these, I'd be like, what would like? I wish someone would tell me if that like was happening to me. I wish somebody would tell me that.
I specifically wouldn't tell
So-
Chaco now that I know this information. In fact, I would
Thank God we're
encourage.
continents away, Germ.
I would encourage Chaco to get cheated on.
With you would seduce my partner.
No, I'd just be like, "Hey, so you're married to Chaco now? That must be real easy going. I bet that you could fuck anybody now." I don't know, Chaco. I feel like it'd be pretty easy
What the fuck, Germ?
to manipulate your partner.
How do you feel? Thoughts, comments, opinions? Microphone to face.
All of this made me realize why I'm gonna kill Germ even more. So, you heard it here first. Read the
Oh my God,
recording.
you guys.
If Germ dies, it's me. I don't care.
This
I'll
is a
take credit.
taped confession. Wait, Pop, what would you do
God,
in
I
this
hope
situation?
you choke on a taco or something. I don't care.
That's racially
Um,
motivated, you guys. I don't know. Why a taco, Chaco? Interesting.
Because you're Mexican, obviously. That's why I said it.
I would tell my friend, but I feel like I would go over with other friends who know the friend first and ask their opinion about it, and then go to the friend.
What? Sorry, repeat. Condense it, as Elf says.
I would go to other friends who knows the friends of the husband and ask if I should go to that friend, and then go to that friend.
That's too much effort. I just messaged them. Hey, is this guy cheating on you?
No, Choco.
I mean, yeah, I'm with Chaco. Like, I would just have to immediately get it out of the way. It's not.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
doing
not
too
sitting on
much.
these juicy news for that long. I'm immediately asking.
Okay. Oh, telling a secret. Your friend tells you that they committed a crime. They explain that they are having trouble sleeping at night and feel you're the only one they can trust with their confession. A few days later, you read in the paper that someone has been arrested for your friend's crime. Do you A, go to the police and tell them what you know? B, encourage your friend to confess and warn him if he does not do so, you will tell? Or C, ABC, say nothing because your friend... Say nothing because you will not betray a friend's confidence.
I won't. If I'm close with them, I won't say it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was gonna say, like, if they're a bestie, I'm keeping quiet. If
I
they're
don't know,
just
I'm just
a
saying,
friend,
Chaco, if
then
that's you
I'm just-
and I get a reward for
Yeah.
turning you in,
Pop, I was about to say the same thing. For Stout, I wouldn't tell. For Pop, I would warn and be like, do it. And Chaco, jail. Like, I don't know. It was...
You hate me.
Chaco, I don't hate you. It's just... Like, I feel like if I tried to warn you that if you didn't tell, right, you'd just kill me. I'd be the next victim.
Gerb said I'm looking out for myself here.
Literally. Like, I have to, Chaco. I'm numero uno. Look,
Well,
you
Chaco, what
told
would
us
you
about...
do?
You told us about Mello, so I'm just connecting the dots.
That was mellow. I didn't do any of these.
I don't know, Chaco. You could be in secret and hiding, like...
true. Chaco,
Plain
you could
sight.
be a fugitive.
Right. That's why I changed the rooms. I actually moved so they wouldn't find my location.
Oh my
It's all
god.
making sense. The black mold was never a thing.
It's true.
The black mold was just no, it's called mole, not mold. You know when you have a mole in the team.
Okay.
Okay, Chaco.
It wasn't a joke. I misremembered the word.
Thank you, Chaco. I don't know. I'm gonna
That's
write
like
that
Chaco
one
trying
I
to
down.
make that
misremembered
joke.
the word. Okay, I was thinking of mole, not mold.
You could Maybe like, oh wait a minute.
It wasn't a joke. I was just talking.
Chaco, what would you do in the situation?
What was the situation? I don't remember.
Your friend commits a crime.
Oh, that's the situation.
You get someone gets arrested for their crime.
I feel okay. I don't. If they're a bestie, I'll keep quiet. If they're just a random friend, I'm telling them. Well, I'm warning them.
Well, if you warn them, it means you're gonna tell on them. If they don't, like, tell on themselves.
Well, if I die, I die. I guess I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is
true. Nobody's dying.
Well, girl keeps saying they're gonna stab me.
Kill you?
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, what kind of crime was committed here? Because if it's a murder, I'm probably just gonna outright go tell the police. It's like, oh my god, yes, you slayed. And then, like, as soon as I leave, I'm gonna go to the police no matter what. Even, you know what I mean? But if it's like, Taylor Swift, he did it kind of murder, then maybe I wouldn't. Right? Like,
wait, Okay. Moral dilemma.
Okay.
Your favorite artist, Taylor Swift, herself. Okay. You meet her at the show, at one of her shows, at one of her concerts, and you're one of the VIPs there. She invites you to a back room thing with other VIPs. It's you, Taylor Swift, 3 security guards, and 7 other VIPs. After the other VIPs go, and it's just you and Taylor Swift in the room, and the security officers are out in the back, and they're like doing whatever, probably smoking meth or something. Mm-hmm. It's you and Taylor Swift, and you guys get really close. Then, a few days later, after the VIP show, she calls you and she says, "Hey, we have to meet."
Uh-oh.
She invites you to her house. It's just you and Taylor Swift. And she confesses to a murder. What would you do?
I mean, immediately extort her for money.
Oh,
like
Taylor Swift?
No hesitation.
Gurmy, you know how people are like, oh, we're gonna eat the rich, but I'm saving Rihanna. Would you not save Taylor Swift?
No, I don't have that kind of relationship with celebrities, even in my mind. Maybe Gaga. Yeah, but maybe Gaga.
Maybe Gaga.
Maybe Lady Gaga. I don't know, you guys, but other than that,
Gaga's like such a
Yeah,
so
like
you wouldn't save Taylor Swift?
No.
What about her reputation?
Lady Gaga fought for gay rights.
Gaga would have done it for gay rights. Yeah, I was gonna say Lady Gaga would have murdered someone for gay rights. Like,
and I would have been like, oh my god, we slayed. Like, we murdered them together, and then we'd get reduced time if she ever got caught. I would go to jail for her.
Yeah.
But Taylor, absolutely not. She wrote like 2 good albums for me, and then the rest were pretty okay.
What other ones were pretty okay?
Everything else she's written. I just really like Folklore and Evermore a lot more than your normal average Taylor Swift fan.
Choco, would you hand in Taylor Swift? Choco, who's your favorite artist?
Not Taylor Swift. I'd hand her in. I don't care. I'll get the money. I'll take it.
I would hand in Choco instead of Taylor. But for money. For money.
Like, where are you gonna get the money from? Not
Taylor.
Me.
Like, if she was like, let's frame one of your friends and I'll give you $3 million. Choco, you'd get half of that money when you were out of jail in 10 years.
I'll go for jail for 1.5 million.
See?
Okay.
1.5 million? You would be in jail for 10 years for 1.5 million.
For 10 years? Yeah, sure.
How much? How much a year is that?
Jason?
5.
I'd make sure to be in Switzerland at the time, so at least it's a nice jail.
Corey, did you do the math?
It's 150K a year, so that's not bad.
That's good.
That's like making 3 times the average salary a year. So,
dude, I get to be in jail, not work, and get 1.5 million. I'll take it.
Wait, that's a question.
Frame me.
Do you guys ever get like sometimes when I'm really tired of just existing in society, I'm like, why can't I just go to jail? But then like you start thinking about it, and then it's like you can't really do anything. Like you don't have internet, you don't have a computer. Yeah,
that's literally the Monopoly. That's literally the Monopoly thing in the game Monopoly. You go to jail just so you can wait it out for a few days.
Yeah,
in game.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys ever feel?
I would not. Absolutely not. Because I don't know. I feel like life is so much more than just being like, oh, this part of my life is really boring. Let me go to jail. Like if I could.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
If you could.
if I could go to jail for, like, if my life was really boring, and I know it was gonna be, like, extremely boring for the next 3 years, I would not just go to jail just to, like, live it out in jail and then come out when my life is, like, exciting and fun. That doesn't seem eventful, like, at all.
It's not about it just being boring. It's about, like, you have to pay rent, you have to pay bills, but you don't have to do that in jail. You don't have to pay for food in jail.
Yeah, but then when you get out of jail, you're still gonna have to deal with all those issues because you're not making money in there.
It's true.
You're gonna be making nothing, literally zero, and so you're gonna be at the same point in life when you got in and when you get out.
Okay, but life hack, then you just kill somebody and then you're in jail for longer. Second offender.
Yeah, but then you're just gonna spend your rest of your life in jail. That's like going to an elderly home at the age of 30.
Yeah, it's like you're a baby. I was gonna say, like, someone's taking care of you, someone's feeding you.
But nobody's really taking care of you, and the food there is actually shit.
Like, once a day, you know. You get like an hour a day of recess. I don't know, you guys.
Whoa, we gotta bring back recess. Full swing.
For adults.
Yeah.
Do you know
Isn't that called a lunch break?
You know what was
no,
weird?
Instead of a lunch break, you just run out. Go in the grass.
A weird adjustment when I got into like working, that you didn't get summer break. That was weird. Cause like when you're a kid. No, because when you're a kid, you get summer break, right, for school. But then like you start to work, there's no summer break. You're doing that forever. Like until you fucking die. I don't know.
Not unless you're a teacher, but even teachers work through summer for like the next year, next term and stuff.
It's true.
I remember when I first realized that we would not have a summer break as adults. Oof, panic attack.
Yeah, Choco, that was a jail moment for me. I'd be like, damn, I wish I was in prison. Prison is like the step before suicide, you know what I mean? But then I'd like commit in prison, so no matter what, you know.
There was a cartoon in Austria. I don't remember if it was like a Disney cartoon or whatever, but a character basically is super hungry, is homeless, and it's Christmas. So they commit a robbery to get into jail to have a meal and like a roof over the top. And that scene has stuck in my mind so much. Like every time I think about jail, that's the image I get. And I just feel depressed.
Like warm Christmas dinner. Oh, never mind.
No, it's depressing.
Warm Christmas dinner in prison. It's just go swap.
Yeah, but the prison was very very cartoony.
Oh.
Like, it wasn't even like real jail. It was old castle dungeon prison.
So like medieval times.
Yeah. Do you remember that episode of SpongeBob where they went through the perfume section?
No.
Like on the ship?
No.
Okay. Does anyone else remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
Do you remember the jail cell they put him in?
About a brig. Like it's literally just bars on the fucking bars from floor to ceiling, and you have a bed, a sink, and a toilet. That's jail.
The bed is like this wooden plank held up by two ropes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was in the cartoon, basically. That's what it was.
That would be awful.
That's how I imagine jail. I know it's not like that, but that's the image of jail I get because of the stupid fucking cartoon. Anyways, next question.
This one's kind of goofy. Over the summer, you became friends.
As if the first two weren't goofy, you know.
You know what, Choco? Do you want to do the research for this?
No thanks. I got the cheating questions ready though.
Over the summer, you became friends with a person who you have moved to your town. You have the same interest, like the same music and movies, and have a great deal of fun. However, your friend is not attractive and very loud. When school starts, you are embarrassed by the way your friend acts. Do you remain friends or drop the relationship?
I don't think I've ever
Your
had
friend is ugly and loud. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, not to be like that person, but I've had ugly friends and I've had loud friends. And I've never felt like I needed to not be friends with somebody. Like if I like you, I'm gonna like you forever.
Yeah, this is a hard one because like I feel like if I would like you, right? When you're ugly and loud,
exactly.
I don't care, right? Like it's just whatever. But then at the same time, I probably wouldn't be friends with you in the first place.
Because you're ugly.
Because you're ugly. Like I'm not friends with ugly. No. I'm usually not friends with loud people, and I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I usually do, but it's usually in like it's IRL, right? Like online and IRL. Like online, I guess you can't really choose sometimes, but like there has to be something I kind of need to be like attracted towards you for me to. But usually it's like a personality thing, right? Like usually never really physical attraction. But I'm not sure how that works with ugly people. I'm trying to think of like, was I ever friends with someone really ugly and loud? But no, I wasn't. I don't know.
I don't know how to work with ugly people. I don't have to deal with those problems.
I don't know. You guys.
Like,
Someone's like, I'm so sorry for your absolutely horrid genetics. Not my problem. Who did that?
That's a weird one, Bob.
Yeah, but I thought it was really funny just because they had to specify the ugly parts. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Wait, do you think like there are people? I guess there are people who are very shallow enough to be like, well, if you're like ugly to them, they wouldn't want to be your friends in a public capacity.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
that's the only reason, right? Like I don't know. That's weird.
I feel like I'd have enough self-respect to be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna be friends with you just because you don't like me that I'm ugly in public. Like, I'm gonna be ugly in private by myself. Thanks, you. Like, I don't know.
Oh. The debate we were having yesterday or the day before about if you could kill somebody, if you could kill a baby infant for $7 million and only person who would know is your best friend, what would you do?
I would do it.
I would do it too.
Like, would you tell? Like, if you were the friend in question and your best friend came to you and saying, oh, I killed a baby for $7 million, what would you do?
Be like, yeah, Slay, what are you buying me? Like, it'd be easy.
Exactly, Gil. Exactly same stuff.
I'm so sorry to that. And okay, I specified that the baby was loved, it had a family, like it was getting taken care of. Pob called Ben or into the Discord. Pob was so confident that Benjamin was gonna be like, oh, absolutely. Pob even said Ben would help me kill the baby. Pob, why don't you tell us what happened?
Okay. I was betting on Ben coming in being like, yeah, I would kill and help the baby with you and get a share everything. I feel like Ben would help me with all of it. But then, I was like, Ben, can you join voice chat? And he joined, and I proposed the question, and Ben said, absolutely not.
You were like, wait a minute.
Right. He said he would turn me in.
Babies?
Did he say he would turn me in?
I don't know if he'd turn you in, but he definitely wouldn't keep quiet, which means you'd be in jail.
Clinically insane. I don't know. Ben.
Wait. Stop. Would Tom be okay with you killing a baby for $7 million? That's a better question.
Ask him right now.
Ask him right now.
Okay. Moral dilemma. If I were to able to kill a baby,
it's loved. Right? The baby's loved. Make sure you emphasize it.
The baby's loved. It has a family, and the baby's loved.
It's important.
And if I were to kill it, I get 7 million euros, but only I and you would know. Nobody else, and nobody will ever find out. Would you be okay with it? No, he's not okay with it.
Oh my god!
Not the boo.
What the fuck?
Tomato. That is so boring.
There's the answer.
What the fuck is the point in telling somebody though? What is the point? It's a baby infant. 6 to maybe 12 months? Wait, no, Grim, didn't you say weeks?
I said that the baby would be between 3 months and 12 months.
Yeah, between 3 months to 12 months. You kill it, and only you two know forever until one of you says, what the fuck is the point? And you get $7 million? That's like 3.5 each.
This wasn't.
Yeah, you know how much $7 million is?
More, but it's
Steph is in shock right now. He's like, you wanna want me to kill a baby? Hold on a minute.
I don't know, you guys.
Like
me saying I would kill a baby for 700.
It's
no, not. That's not.
That's not. We're not gonna.
The thing is, because of this fucked up world that we live in, right? Money is simply too powerful, right? It's it's too important to like yes, these are my morals, but at the same time, it's this capitalist giga moral, right? Not moral, like this, like I don't know how to explain it. It's like because of capitalism, we are basically almost forced to
do
think that
things.
humans are less worth than money, right? So I don't know, 7 million for one human life, or like the world runs on it something way worse, if that makes sense. I don't know.
It's true. We sacrificed a lot more for a lot less, you guys. I don't know, 7 million. It's like people are like, well, money won't buy happiness. It sure fucking doesn't, but you'll be a lot happier with a bunch of money. Whether you want to believe it or not. It's all about the materialism.
I don't like that saying the money doesn't buy happiness. Yes, it does. It buys me stuff that makes me happy. So technically it does.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, billionaires are miserable too, right? I get that.
Yeah, no, obviously. Well, I'm not talking for other people. I'm talking for myself. Money would.
Yeah. But that's because you have perspective, right? It's I get that, people, right? Because if I think about the stuff that has made me the saddest or the most depressing, right? Yeah, sure. Money could have been a factor, but at the same time, losing a family member or losing a friend or someone dying, that has nothing to do with money, right? Rich people still go through some of those things, right? Yeah, I get money can't buy happiness when you're depressed, but girl, money can buy me a fucking Ferrari, and I feel a lot better being depressed in a Ferrari than a fucking Ford.
Money would make me much happier in the way that a family death is so sad. If Charlotte died, I would be able to have the money if I had the $7 million to host a world tour of her death where it's her taxidermied like this.
Exactly.
She just flies across the stadium.
Be careful, don't let pets near the cat.
I would have the $7 million to do that. I don't know. That would make me happy.
Pop said this would be me great comfort if I could kite around my dead cat. I'm gonna do what they do at Disney and fly her across Tinkerbell at the end of the show.
Wait, Pop, didn't you want to make what was it, a keychain out of your cat or something?
That was Chaco, that was me with my dog's tail.
Oh, that was you? Okay. I thought we were dying.
Chaco, what were you saying?
I think Tom's right. I don't think, guys.
Imagine being I don't know, it would give me great comfort if I had 1 million to spare to go on a world tour with my taxidermy cat. I don't know, you guys. I want to know, Bob, your brain.
I don't know. I feel that would eat. That would no.
You would make merch. You would even earn more money. You would be an investment.
This is what I'm saying. Think about the prospects of this. I can give one strand of DNA to each lucky customer that comes in. And also, since it would be a world tour, people would have to buy tickets for the stadium. Obviously, I would have to pay the money to rent out the stadium, but that would be coming back in profits from the people paying $5, $20 for this thing. And I would do insane fucking advertisement too. You guys may think that this is small, but this is the sort of it.
You could get sponsored by Purina or something.
Yes. Yes. When I get sponsored by, what's it called? The one pet store?
Petco, PetSmart.
Petco. I can get sponsored by Petco. And the taxidermy too. I could have the artist of the taxidermy right beside me as I was doing it. Oh, I could also get sponsored by what's it called? You know those flying drones? I could have Charlotte on a flying drone. I could get sponsored by that. So there would be
built into the drone. They would make it and put the propellers on her. Yes.
The drone inside her belly.
Advertisement through PETA. Just send them pictures of your taxidermy cat.
Choco. See, no. You guys are money doesn't buy happiness. Boo, kill yourself.
No,
yes, it does.
No. I don't agree with that statement. That money doesn't buy happiness. No.
Yeah, same. I don't agree with it either.
But, Pop, you would email Peter and be PETA, tap into this. Look at this guy propelling around his cat.
No, literally.
And then they'd go protest you. Also, I just want to mention that I think it's really funny that Pop was it'd be really sad if Charlotte died. Not his mom, not literally anybody else in his family, but his cat. You guys, I don't know.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I would be more sad.
I get that, Pop.
I would be more sad over my cat's death, literally Charlotte, than if my mom died right now.
Oh my god.
It's true.
I mean, you
If
tried
I
to
walked into
murder
that
her with
room over
the
there
what was it?
and she was passed the fuck out, I would be like, okay, where's
Have
Charlotte?
you tried to murder her with honey on her leg? Of course, you would be sadder about the cat.
See, that was my first assassination attempt.
Oh, don't. Nobody believe that. It's a lie. Oh my god, guys! I just took my phone case off, and the inside smells like a cast.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's foul! Oh, I have to clean my phone, you guys. This is horrible.
You know, you've seen like
That
those
looks so
clear phone
concerned.
cases? Those clear phone cases where it's like dirt and gunk and mold and shit and cum like connecting and collecting into like the crevices of it.
Who doesn't clean their phone for that long that it will turn into that?
I remember I had a phone case that my teacher called a cupcake because it had a bunch of stuff in it and the mold started growing. And I took it off and I took a whiff. I almost passed out. I hotboxed my room that day.
This never
I
happened
felt like you
before.
would have training this smell, with considering your bathroom status. I feel
Wait,
like you would have
say
survived
that?
the mold.
Oh, no, yeah, I could. That's why I didn't pass out. That's why I said almost.
I see.
So that was all my moral dilemmas, but
Okay,
Does
Choco
it mean I
had,
can?
yeah, Choco had some stuff to talk about.
Yes.
But okay, go ahead, Choco, go.
No, you can talk while I find it.
it wasn't recording.
What wasn't recording?
My audio.
This is so funny. I don't know, you guys. You recorded on your video, right, Pab? You should be fine.
No.
You don't record it on your
Testing. No.
Oh, well, that's not good. I mean, I have all your audio tracks on one, so
Okay.
I'll just use those for everyone. But send me your shit because Pab records from this point forward. Yeah, and I'll just change the audio out at the end.
Okay.
Is it high quality though? The one
It
you
is
have
not high quality for
Discord?
you guys.
Oh.
It is not. I am so
Wow.
sorry.
Wow.
But keep recording
No, that
because
is
I'll
so
use
unlucky.
it after this.
I'm recording.
Okay. So from
So
now
what
on, we will all
will it?
sound decent. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, Choco. Moral dilemmas, cheating edition. Hashtag, is it cheating? Hashtag RuPaul's best cheat race. Okay, go.
Okay.
You're a little too
Let's
slow,
start
Choco.
Is it cheating if your partner likes their ex's Instagram picture?
Yes.
Debate.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
No.
No, I mean obviously it's complicated, right? But like, if everybody's on good terms and it's all happy sunshine, no, it's not cheating.
I disagree. I would kill myself.
Well,
I say. Go.
what?
Whatever either you or Grim was about to say.
I didn't say anything.
Me neither.
Oh.
That was Jason.
Absolutely not. I don't think that's cheating in any way, shape, or form. Because out of all the stuff you could do, like clicking 2 times on your
Yeah.
digital phone, that is not cheating in any way, shape, or form. Yes,
think-
like obviously there could be malicious intent with that, or like some sort of intent with that, but you should be at the point with your partner that you trust each other so much that, I don't know, like you don't second guess stuff like this.
Yeah, because it's
Man.
like it's a real insecurity. I think if liking a picture gets to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said. Obviously, it's more complicated, right? Like, is everybody in good terms? Was the ex maybe like toxic? Like, how did it end? How is the current state? But if it's like everything's happy wife, happy life, like, then you just like a picture of your ex. No.
Yeah, because I can't
Yeah.
imagine liking a picture of my ex unless I'm really, really horny.
Okay.
And even then, if I,
I've
was in a
still
relationship,
friends
that wouldn't be
with
the
mine,
case. I don't know.
so-
Chaco, you describe your exes and your like past friends as somebody who just drops in occasionally to give you a meme from 8 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why it works. Like, if I like their stuff, I'll like it. I don't think that's cheating, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
It's not cheating.
I guess.
Is
I
it
think that's
cheating?
funny.
Is it cheating if your partner doesn't delete a dating app from their phone, but says they don't use it?
Well, why would you need it?
Exactly,
Yeah,
that's
why
what I'm
would
It's not
saying.
cheating. It's not cheating, but I would question. I was like, why? Like,
Definitely.
why is it like I would interact with it, but I wouldn't be like, oh, you're cheating. Like,
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
if you're in a relationship, delete dating apps from your phone. Like,
Delete
what's
it
the point?
Delete
Exactly.
fat.
On the topic of dating apps, is it cheating if the partner is still messaging people on dating apps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not cheating, but
And
that
not
is
cheating, but it's
kinda
being not
strange.
faithful or not loyal, right? I mean, not faithful. It's more like, are you committed, right? Like, why? Like it depends. Like how? Because what is the setting of the relationship? Like, are you like balls deep in years, or is it like still early stages, right? Like, why would you still have a dating app on your phone?
But even if
But if it's like,
early
oh, you're
and you're in a
balls deep in years
relationship-
in, like no, yeah, then obviously it's then. Yeah,
I mean,
cheating.
what is balls deep? Because if you've been seeing each other, right, for like months, but you weren't an official couple until like a month ago, why would they need the app anyway? Like, I feel like
I mean,
the
yeah,
minute,
but then that's what I mean. Then there's room for like interacting with it, right? Being like, oh, why or this or that. But like,
well, no,
if
because
you're 3
the
years
minute you're
in
a
and you've been
partner-
exclusive, well, are they really your partner at that point? If you said you didn't really,
if it's been a week of you guys being official boyfriends or girlfriends, whatever, right, and you've known them for like 3 months before, wouldn't that 3-month period be the period where you still have the dating app just in case?
yeah,
But
I
then
don't
Can I
when
know.
you're
say something about
dating,
that?
Yeah.
why do you have
Why
it?
do you have it at all?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't consider this cheating, but I would find it weird if you're like trying to date someone. The like example you gave with you've been friends for the 3 months before, and then you started dating like a week ago. If you're trying to like woo someone, then delete the app anyway, because like I don't know. This is just like a personal thing, but I feel like I would focus everything on this person instead of also having like I'm gonna settle for this second option, the dating apps. I don't know. But
No,
that's
see,
just my
I've
opinion.
learned the opposite, Choco, that you don't want to put all your eggs into one basket because you don't know people that well. So it doesn't make
Don't
sense to.
date strangers. Become
It doesn't-
friends first, and then
Well, yeah, obviously, but like it doesn't make sense to close off all your options if you're like in the dating pool just because you really, 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 really like this person, right? Until you get to know them even better. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, I
Yeah,
know
but that was
stuff
just my initial question. Like, to what extent? Yeah, sorry, what were we gonna say?
that to me it doesn't matter if it's been 1 week or 3 years. If you're in a committed partnership with somebody, that probably shouldn't be on your phone at all.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, like as soon from the point on that you basically tell each other that you are in a committed relationship, then they shouldn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like from that point on, but that point should have existed, right? Like my question was like, did that point already exist, right? Like as soon as that point existed and after, yeah, but then maybe because maybe you literally just forgot or like you don't check it, but like that's what I'm saying. Like from that point onwards, like are we talking like 2 weeks in or something and the apps are still there? Well, like there's room for interaction, but if it's 3 years in and I see dating apps, then there's no room for interaction. That's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm.
But cheating, I don't think so.
No.
Just questionable. Oh wait,
Yes.
wait, which one? Having the dating app or writing people on dating apps?
If you're writing people, that's weird. That's probably
Yeah.
what are you doing if
Yeah,
not
if you're
cheating?
texting people, yeah.
Yeah. If just having it though, that's not like a huge thing. But it should be gone, I
Yeah.
think. Personally.
Is it cheating if your partner flirts with a stranger? Now, before you guys say something, I just wanna. Can I say my part?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
Okay. So I had a friend in high school, and I was really good friends with both of the couple, like the each person of the couple dynamic.
Mhm.
And they said that the only time they're okay with the other one flirting is in like a social situation, like outside in a bar or stuff, to get free stuff or stuff cheaper. But none of them like mean it. They just want to get stuff cheaper. So I feel like in those kind of scenarios, and if both of them have talked about this beforehand, then that's obviously not cheating. But if it's just randomly like that, I feel like it depends how hard and yeah. Okay. You guys speak.
I think it's weird, but like for example, in my friend group at school, we all kind of like fake fun flirt with each other. Like that's one of our bits.
Yeah.
And I have one friend that is currently and actually pursuing this one girl, and they're pretty happy together, but they're not like dating. But that one friend that's my friend, and my other friend have this bit where they're like very like flirtatious with each other and like I don't know, just like very flirtatious with each other, and that's gonna continue even if my one friend's relationship like starts like relationship because it's a I don't know, it's the thing of knowing the intentions behind it and also knowing that these two people are friends and they're doing it as a bit and as a joke because it's funny. But say if my one friend goes to a bar while they're in that committed relationship and they start doing that bit with another person at that bar, that is kind of weird because like how do we know if it's fully 100% a bit or if it's like actually flirting?
Yeah, to me it's about intention. Like I don't consider it cheating, but I would obviously not like it, right? I'm just like, why? Like, why would you feel the need to do this? Like, did we gain anything from this, or did you actually gain anything except for like a fleeting, like, you know, maybe like a mutual like flirt, I guess. Like, why did you feel the need to get this from this other person and not from me? Like, obviously I would interact with it and I would not feel good about it, but it's not like I'm like, oh, you cheated on me. I'm just like why do you feel the need to do that? If it's in more of like an unprespoken, like, you know, you guys are talking about bits and fake flirting and like that kind of stuff, but no, if it's just like this random, like, kind of pick it up on it and saying like, what's going on, like that kind of situation, I'm like, yeah, like I would definitely talk. And I would ask why, because obviously that means that there's something wrong or lacking or.
Well, can I be honest with you guys?
What?
I don't know what flirting fucking looks like. Like, what do you mean? What the fuck is flirting be? Like, what?
Like when you change, like when you alter yourself to be more like, I don't know how to say it, like in like social settings, right? Where you notice like a very distinct different type of behavior that like is supposed to make you like extremely likable or like very like, hey, like, I don't know, like I can't explain it, like it's very noticeable. Like,
it's very situation based.
Everyone does.
No,
like
but you do that to a certain extent to like when you meet new people, right? But like it's distinct. It's like a distinct behavior, especially when you know that they could like there's some kind of like maybe physical or like personal attraction maybe involved, or you're like, oh, like that's their type, or like I don't know, like it's very personal, obviously, but I think you can pick up on it.
It's a thing that like you only really, I don't know, I feel like I only really pick up on if it's actually happening in that very moment in time.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to describe it because it's kind of different for everybody, and especially like how you flirt too.
Yeah, because don't they say that people sometimes will pick on somebody if they really like them, and that's flirting, or but it's just like
flirting obviously is very different to most people, right? But like I can imagine how I would be if I wanted to flirt, or people I know really well how they would flirt. Like I imagine that, and then I'm like, oh, like if that would happen with someone who I'm in a relationship with, like how would I feel about it?
See, I'm an 8 because I wouldn't know. I just wouldn't realize it was happening. Like it's like Choco said, if somebody was like,
I think you would if you know the person well enough. Like when you know how someone behaves 100% all the time, you pick up on like slight different like behavioral things.
But if you're
like
out
you'd
in
be
public,
like, why are you doing this? Like
I wouldn't expect
but
the
like
behavior
obviously
to be the same, right?
No, but you've been out in public enough under normal most circumstances where the out in public behavior is different when they need someone like, I don't know, interesting or something. I don't know.
It's hard to go about it. Like, even I kind of have a hard time describing it too. It's just something that you pick up in the moment, and it's very situational.
I don't know, maybe it's
But how would you feel about it?
I don't know how I would feel about it because I wouldn't like I'm very like I feel like I would be very different with everybody, so it's really hard for me to be like, how am I flirting if I'm trying to like not necessarily change for each individual, but like I wouldn't be the same if I was hanging out with like Chaco in public as if I was hanging out with you, you know what I mean? Like I know how I would be if I hung out in public with you guys, but I would also treat everybody like I treat people differently according to who they are.
I do that too.
But I don't know. I guess I've never actively flirted and most of the people that I've been with, I don't think I've been like flirted with because it's just like, that's not, maybe I'm stupid. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Like, I get what you're saying, but to me, it's the equivalent of answering a phone and putting on your customer service voice. Like,
I get it.
Basically.
Chaka, what about you?
What?
For the question that you just asked.
Chaco said that if you go out and it's pre-planned and you can get free stuff, that Chaco doesn't have an issue with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
Do you consider it cheating if your partner is super like touchy, affectionate in a platonic way with their friends?
If I know that they are to everyone and their friends all the time, if it's a constant, right, and it's not more with one individual than the other, then I think it would obviously be weird to me because I'm personally not used to it, not my friends either. So I'd have to get used to it, but I think I could get used to it. Like if it is a constant, if it's not like a fluctuating, like, or they meet someone new and then they're like more touchy and then like, you know, like if it's a very, very extreme constant, then I think I could get used to it.
Okay, for example, obviously more friends, or like obviously your affection level and your platonic touching level with other people is always going to be different friend by friend and group by group.
Yeah.
But for example, using the example of my friend who is currently in like a kind of relationship with another person, they were in a previous relationship and their partner would get really not mad, but they would get upset and a little uncomfortable because my friend is such a touchy and a platonically affectionate person. That's the same with my friend group at school as well. Like we're all very touchy, and even when we're out in public, like outside of school, we're all very touchy. We're all very like platonically like huggy. We sit really close to each other. We hold hands when we're like walking or something, interlock arms and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's because we all have the basis in our minds that you need to establish platonic affection and a platonic touch with your friends so you don't actively start searching that out in relationships. Because obviously, platonic touching with friends and touching and holding hands and like affection with a partner is vastly different. But we have it set as a boundary that it's completely platonic and we already have like our boundaries with it as well. So, for example, for me, if my boyfriend, for example, was like that with his friends, I wouldn't second guess it or question it because I have that established trust with him, but then also I understand the dynamic.
I don't know.
I get it. I personally have never experienced anything like that, but I get it. I understand it, I think. Like, I especially with like, I like that you said that like, you do it so you understand the boundaries of platonic, like, and all that kind of stuff. And that you don't seek that out in a relationship because as humans, most of us, right, you crave that in a sense, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Hugging someone, touching someone, like to a certain extent, most people crave that. So kind of do like that approach of like, well, you kind of have, at least, it's not the same, obviously, but you still like soothe that need to a certain extent with platonic friendships. Yeah. So that's interesting, actually. I've never really thought about it like that. So, but yeah, that's what I said. Like, I could grow and learn myself to understand this and probably get comfortable with it. Like I said, it would have to be a constant. Like, it'd have to be very, like, like if I notice, like, oh, like, there's this new guy that he met and he's being, like, very, very touchy with him more than his usual friends, obviously. Like, even if it's still not, like, you know, like, just hugging and like, I don't know, whatever, like.
I don't know, that's
Choco?
weird. That's weird to me because I'm a very no touchy person. Like I don't like my friends being grabby. I don't like my friends hugging. Like when we're just like, I like hugging my friends, right? But I know I'm not a like. My friend was very touchy, and she would want to hold hands, and I didn't like it. Not because she was a girl, just because I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with me and like PDA or just like physical touch. Like it's just not a thing that I like to do. But I understand people that are like that because I've had friends that are like that, and most of the time it's not an issue because they understand. Like I don't like people hanging on me or like holding on to me. I don't like it. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's weird because it's the same thing as the flirting thing. Like it's the person's obviously going to be doing things that you already know they're capable of doing or doing. I think it's what Stel said. It's just intention. I don't know. It's really strange.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel like I'm really what do you call it? Like I'm very in Spanish it's called dejado, which just means like you let things happen. I don't know how you would say it in English. The word is like not coming to me. But I don't know. Like if I was getting cheated on, you guys, I don't think I'd figure it out for a long time. Like I'm really bad at like I don't know. It's weird.
Okay.
Like you know what I mean? Like I'm just not the kind of person that's like looking out for these like micro fucking things. I don't know.
I'm kind of the same. I feel like I'm kind of the same, but like I never really understand. This only happens in straight couples that I see where they go through each other's phones.
Yeah.
Clinically insane. Like just like to check, having or not having that sense of like trust with your partner feels so like you're in prison. Like that is so embarrassing. And so obviously like I get you, Gurm, because you just wouldn't actively be searching for any clues or any hints because you trust your partner so much.
Yeah. But
I get that.
That's the thing. Like I think about it like, and that's what it goes back to like the dating app, for example, where if I was in a relationship with someone, I would never feel uncomfortable with, because by that point, everything that shouldn't be on my phone will be off of my phone. Like I would never feel uncomfortable with them picking my shit up ever, because like I'm gonna like you. If I like you enough to be with you, you better fucking believe I'm gonna make sure that I don't fuck it up somehow. I don't know.
Yeah. Chaka?
About what you said about your friend?
Would you consider it cheating, or would you be uncomfortable with the fact that your significant other is very touchy and like platonically like affectionate with their friends?
No, I don't think that's cheating because everybody's different. Like I have friends that like touching each other. That's completely fine. I personally don't want to get touched whatsoever. Like I hate PDA. I don't mind if like my significant other hugs me or stuff, but even then, not outside. I prefer that like inside the house or something.
Yeah.
I don't like PDA whoever.
Yeah.
But if it's like if he does it, or if they do it like with other people, I don't care. Like as long as it's really just platonic, you do you. I don't care. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, you guys. I will say that I do get jealous if like I would get jealous, but it would be more out of jealousy of like me not able or wanting to hold my partner's hand in public. You know what I mean?
Same. I was literally thinking that I know I hate getting touched, but I also know that I would feel sad that
it wasn't me that was able to do it with them. Yeah. But it's like it's just like a limit thing where I'm like it's whatever. Like I would let it go immediately because I understand that this is my personal thing, right? But it's also not something that I've ever been like, oh, let me work on that. Like I've never been in a relationship where I want to be publicly fucking affectionate with somebody, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, that raises an interesting point. How do you guys feel about like phones and personal stuff in space? Like
can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Me asking it like
literally
we're
like
sitting down in like a circle and this is like
let me raise my hand.
this is sharing time. I'm like actually
okay.
for example, whenever in life that I do live with my partner, I want to have 2 separate rooms, one for him and one for me, because I think having that separation of our lives and that separation of like our personal space is really important and really like integral. Because I don't know, I just think that it's like needed to have your own personal space outside of your relationship and outside of the other person that you're literally living with. Because yeah, like you want to be around that person all the time and you want to like see what they're up to, I don't know, and just be around them. But it comes to a point where like, oh, like, I don't know, everybody has to have their own personal time and everybody has to have their own like time away. And so when it comes to phones and stuff like that, I don't know, I don't really care what you're doing, just as long as you're safe and as long as it's not like harming anybody.
I get that, and I do want to get back on more that kind of topic later maybe, but I'm talking more like, what if you're like in a relationship, but like your partner, for example, doesn't want you to touch the phone, like they don't want you to be in there, like you're pretty confident that they're not cheating on you or whatever, but like they don't want that, or like they don't want you to just touch their stuff in general, like how would you feel about it?
That's weird, and I would tell them that that's weird. And like I'm a person, like Chaco and Nano talked about it last podcast, where they're like, I want a person where we see each other when we need to feel like we need to see each other, where we have our own things going on. And like I understand your own things going on, like Pop said, like having your own me time. But if I'm with you for a reason, and I want to spend time with you, and I want to like do things together. And I also think that includes like sharing personal space and objects. I don't think, like, I don't know, I'm like really boomer like when it comes to that stuff, where it's like I want to share stuff, I want everything to be together, but I also understand that there are that too, like I understand that there are people like Chaco and Pob, and I can do that, like if that's something the other person wants. But if you're not gonna let me pick up your phone, I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna be mad.
I'm not like that in the extreme. Like when I was saying with like the 2 rooms thing, your place or your space is my space and my space is your space as well. That goes with anything else.
Okay.
That I agree with that too. It's like, I do think it's nice to have like separate spaces where you can be, but it's not like this is my space and the door is closed and you can't.
It's not like a territorial thing in any way, shape, or form.
It's still our space. It's just like, you know, we have like, you that
just need a
room
place
to have
where you
your
can
own space.
retreat and
Yeah, but it's just have space to have space, if that makes sense. Like make room to have space,
you can't
but like
touch this, you can't touch that.
Yeah,
that's
don't
weird.
Go in here. Yeah, that's weird.
Weird freak loser. I went over to my friend's house one time. This was 2 years ago, and it was me, her, and 3 other friends. And she was really anal about people touching her stuff, or like our friends touching her stuff. It was so extremely strange, and she would pick on me the entire night over it, and I went home crying because I was like, damn, bitch, you're fucking insane.
Like, what kind
of
stuff?
I used to have that as a child.
It was literally just stuff on her desk. I was just picking it up to just look at it, and she'd be like, put that away. Why are you touching that? Like, stop touching my stuff. It was a really strange territorial thing, and ever since that, I'm always like, I always side-eye to anybody who's like super extremely territorial side-eye of their stuff. Literally bombastic side-eye. Because
I understand your friend actually. I don't think it was a territorial thing, because I had that growing up too. I hated people touching my stuff because this might be an OCD thing, I'm not sure, but I had a system going on. Everything had their own place, and people touching it just made it feel dirty and out of place, and they don't know how to put it back correctly, and I just don't touch it. I had a system.
I know, but when it comes to your friends coming over to your house,
I didn't let my family touch stuff. There's no way I'm letting friends touch stuff, bestie.
I get trust for that. Not that I was ever like that, because I don't care. Like if people touch my shit, but I
get it. Like I like things to be. Sorry, you can.
In order, No, go like. This is a conversation, mama.
Yeah. I mean, it's better now.
Like, I like things to be in their place, and I also have systems and this and that. And I get it, but like, it's not that serious. Like, I'll put it back in its place. Like after someone's done with it,
I'll
put it back.
Just knowing that somebody touched it, it just in my mind, it's like it's dirty. Not, like
Okay, well then that's mental disorder territory,
No,
Choco.
I agree.
This is more mental disorder territory. Then that's not like.
Choco,
I
I wouldn't touch
it
it
is.
because I was brought up to not touch things that don't belong to me, but not because
Yeah, like
I
that-
would think it would make you freak out.
Yeah, if you have the mentality of like, oh, someone touched it, it is dirty now. Like that's bordering, something else. Like
Yeah.
The thing is also, if people ask, most likely I will say yes. But people just touching stuff without asking for consent beforehand.
Does
The same thing with
cancel the germs?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But it's like my brain is like, okay, they asked, so fine.
thank you, girl.
They're
I'm just
nice about
asking
it.
questions here, you guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd spit in my hand and pick it up.
I hated people
I'm
in,
gonna fix myself
in
and
class.
touch your meds bottle.
Shut the hell up. Do you guys remember, like, during school when people would ask for pens, and then you would let them borrow it, and then they started biting on the pens? I'm like,
That's
What the
very
fuck?
specific.
Get it out of
That
your
is
mouth.
very-
Very
you.
specific, yeah.
I hope every single student that had the pen, I hope you fucking die.
I mean, let's look around the room where the students at.
Let's look around the room.
Choco,
Probably like that was me.
Choco, I think you have very specific. I don't want to say mental issues. What do you
I know.
call it?
Listen, it's a lot better now. Like, now I'm so apathetic about stuff. that I
Mental
don't care.
tendencies.
But like, before I got done by meds, oh my god, it was really
See,
bad.
Like
Like,
if I
I would scream at my sister to not touch my stuff. It was that bad.
ever met Jason, I'd put those chopsticks in my ass and then put them down with my ass. Like
True.
it would be over, Choco.
Okay. Okay.
Squeeze and release.
Exactly.
Getting back on topic about the phone thing. If here's the thing, if they're like super secretive about it, then I feel like something's up. But if they're like, oh, just don't touch my stuff, I don't like that. Like, I
If they're
don't
super
know.
secretive,
Why?
I would just assume
your
that they're watching
boyfriend.
really
Why?
strange porn.
I'm your
Because I
boyfriend.
grew
We
up
have
myself, so I
we
know
have
what
sex.
it's like.
Why
That's
can I
why
not touch
I'm
your
not-
phone? You can touch my fucking ass. Why can I not touch your phone?
Listen, for me, it's like
Like-
an anxiety thing. Like, I don't like someone having. It's not even like I don't have anything horrible on my phone. It's just
Mhm.
somebody having a phone and immediately my anxiety skyrockets of shit. What if I do have something on my phone that I didn't delete it or I forgot about it? And
That's so
If I know-
dumb.
And then you talk about it. That
Yeah.
like
I
know.
like
I am aware, but I don't control
Like-
anxiety.
I don't know.
You-
It's
okay.
been funny to me. Like
You
I have so
say
much
that's
shit on my
right.
phone that most people
people's
shouldn't
mouths,
see, but
you
I
won't
don't
let
care.
them open
Like,
Instagram.
Everybody talking at the same time.
I don't know. I think you do have control over that kind of stuff, Choco. You just don't want to.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's,
Yeah, that is true.
I think it's more of. I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of a scenario where I wouldn't want someone going through my phone, even if I had deleted everything that shouldn't be on there. Like it's like Stuff said, if it's gonna be on there, it's gonna be fucked, and you better believe you're gonna be able to see it. Like if I'm watching weird porn, my boyfriend's gonna probably watch it with me. I don't know.
Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, I don't want my mom to go through my phone. I don't want
Literally.
most of my friends to go through my phone. But like
There's
my
a reason.
like my boyfriend can go through my phone. Like, yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of questionable shit on there. But like, it's my boyfriend. Like, who cares? Like,
Dead
Yeah,
baby memes.
okay.
Okay.
Like,
The $7 million dead baby question, you guys. I don't know.
yes.
To end it off,
No,
Sure.
wait, I still got 2 questions that I've
Choco, we have to end it off for you.
literally, you were the one that was saying.
Okay, listen, this is like the question that I want to really know the answer.
Okay.
Is it cheating to kiss someone else on the cheek?
No. I'm very passionate on this. This
Thank
is
you,
also another part of the thing that, like I have in my brain, platonic affection with your friends, so you don't seek it out in romantic relationships.
Uh-huh.
Kissing on the cheek, I see as such a harmless thing. I see it as, you know how kids would go to each other and be like, oh, I love you after a kiss on the cheek, or oh, like, can I get a kiss on the cheek from like a relative or something? I see it as that. If you're kissing on the cheek,
I
of your
think holding
friends-
hands is more intimate than a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Especially
Especially
in
if-
Europe, because it's like a greeting here. Like in Europe, most of the greetings are a kiss on the cheek, so
Yeah.
holding hands is
it's-
definitely a lot more intimate.
If you're kissing somebody on the cheek and that's your friend or that's your best friend, that's normal. That's okay. If it's an acquaintance or if it's like a random stranger, yeah, it's a little. But I don't know. I think it's very platonic. I see it as a very platonic thing.
Yeah.
I've kissed people I hate on the cheek. Like I think I'm good. Like
yeah,
you know.
But then it's like so said, holding hands, kill myself.
Growing up in Austria, a lot of family members used to kiss each other like on the lips, like kids and adults.
Yeah.
And I always found that weird. Like that was till now. It's still super weird.
Lip kissing is definitely a different layer than
I've never
personally very familiar with. But I've seen families that like, you know, like
do that, and
as adults, like they will still like give it like a peck on the lip.
Yeah, I still don't like it.
What's going on?
Wait a minute, hold on a second.
I don't like that.
I'm like, okay, yeah. But obviously, right? Like, if maybe this is prevalent in certain cultures too. Like, who am I to judge, right? But like, I'm gonna be like, oh, what just happened? Like,
it's you say
you know,
that,
like I don't know.
But it's like those people. It's like that football player who kisses his son, and like, it's really weird. And people are like, "Well, you're the one making it weird," and I'm like, "No, I'm not." Like, it's one thing for me to like see someone kiss their child, but then it's another one for me to
I think kissing child on the lips is okay, no?
I don't think it is.
If you're related, it should be fine. But even then, it's weird.
My mom used to give like me kiss on the lips when I was like a kid. Like I think that's fine. No, like for like I don't know. Like no, that was a thing here though. But like then at a certain age, it does transition from like to like a cheek kissy here.
I mean,
and I never liked that though, because I was been very like about like lip kissing anyway, so I didn't like it. But like it is kind of maybe a European thing, but only from like parents to kids, like when they're small. Like
Europeans will eat each other's asses and be like, it's fine, it's a European thing.
Okay.
I don't know, you guys. I'm just saying.
To end it off. I'm pretty sure all of you know the famous Friends scene with "We were on our break."
No.
Yes.
Okay, well, is it changing?
Literally the white people being in solidarity. I don't know, Pop. This is strange.
What can I say?
All of a sudden, I'm uncomfortable in the room.
All right, then. Is it
You're terrified.
Is it?
I'm clapping.
Is it cheating to hook up with someone when you're while you're on a break?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Yes,
Thank you.
that's cheating. It's
Absolutely,
obviously it should be talked about, right? But at the end of the day, yeah, because a break is not breaking up. A break is like we need time for ourselves right now. That doesn't mean we need to fuck other people right now.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like you're going on a vacation.
No, like a break as in like say that you're mentally like exhausted over each other at the moment. Like you have a big argument, a big fight, and you can't look at each other's face and you're like, we need a break. Like we need like 2 weeks like where we don't look at each other. Like we go, like I go to my family or something, you go to your family, and after 2 weeks we'll like recess. Like we need a mental break from each other. During that period, one of them fucked someone else. Is that cheating?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say yeah.
Okay, that's it. Thanks for
but when you go on vacation and you have sex with someone, it's not cheating, guys. Because you're on vacation.
Okay.
Like, come on.
You're on vacation from the relationship. Like, yeah, literally.
Can't get mad at me.
Before we end, I was talking about this before with the separate rooms. When you move in with your significant other in one way, shape, or form, will you sleep in the same bed? Or no, not sleep in the same bed. Will you two have separate rooms or share the same room?
Wait, what? Can you repeat that?
Will you have separate
when you
rooms?
move
in together with your, if you move in together
in the same
with
room.
Same room?
Separate.
Well, okay,
of course.
Not sleep in the same room because that's different than sharing the same room.
What does that
I have to
mean?
have a separate room.
Okay.
Just because I need time for myself. I just because constantly social. Like I'm not even hanging out with my family constantly. We go meet together to eat, and then I need time for myself again. Like
That's your family, Choco. That's different.
Even with a partner, bestie, I still need. Listen, I'm not saying that I'll be in my room constantly. I just need to know that I have space where I can go and just
Choco's
be by
like, I need a
myself.
panic room for my fucking lover, or I'm gonna fucking die. Actually,
But also, not only having a room, I also wouldn't sleep together because I can't sleep if someone else is in the bed with me because I
Have you
just feel
tried?
danger.
That is such a big part of a relationship for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen,
That
I'm not
is
saying
Sort of like
not all.
platonic stuff with me too.
I'm gonna take all the toilet paper off.
Oh, thank you for that.
Stuff. I'm not saying like never sleep together. I'm just saying I need
Yeah.
to know that I have a space, a bed for myself because
Okay.
I
I had
had like
but
friends
I don't-
sleep over when we were in the same bed and I couldn't sleep. It's like it's not really anxiety, but and also not really danger, but it makes me super uncomfortable having someone in my space. So I
that.
sleep.
but this
a lot
is
better.
that's so weird to me because this is the only person I want to share a space with. Like I don't want
I understand. Yeah. but
Okay,
like
the
that's
only
so
reason
weird,
why I
like-
separate the two distinctions, sharing a room and sleeping in the same bed, is because sharing a room is two separate different things. That's your entirely like separate space from that person. Obviously, yes, your stuff is my stuff is your stuff. Sleeping in the same bed is not equated into the question of having separate rooms because obviously you're going to want to sleep, except for Choco, but obviously you're going to want to sleep in the same bed with your partner because you're sleeping in the same bed with your partner and that's an intimate moment and you want to share that time with that person and sleep with that person. But would you have separate rooms?
I mean, how would it work? You'd have a bed and you just occasionally swap which room you're staying in?
No. Like you have your, okay, pretend you're moving into a hypothetical house with your partner.
Okay.
There's 2 rooms, 2 bedrooms. One is for you,
Yeah,
one is
so
for him.
when you want to sleep together, you're just swapping what room you stay in. That's what I'm
Yeah.
asking. I mean, I'm like I
No,
said,
that
I'm
concept,
very
no.
boomer core. I would want
Mhm.
to
Yeah,
be with
me
my
too.
partner, but I also snore like a fucking animal. So I know that it's really like loud, and if it was too much, right, it would just obviously we'd need to not do that every single time.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What I would do if I would have a hypothetical house, right? And you know, I have the luxury of choosing how many rooms and everything.
The 7 million from
Everything
the
would
toddler,
be-
right?
Yes, the 7 minutes from the toddler. Like we would have, you know, a living room, a kitchen. We have a master bedroom. That's just our bedroom where we sleep together every night. But I would definitely have another room where preferably like our desks would be, our gaming PCs would be, like kind of like that sort of situation. But I would also put like maybe like a big sofa there, or maybe like a bed, like something there. So like when we do have when our lives aren't as synchronized, because sometimes, you know, that's out of your control, right? Like sometimes like you're not as synchronized as you sometimes are, like that one person at least, you know, has like can decide to like stay in that room, or like they want to stay up very late, like they can do that. And like, oh, they don't want to wake the other person up, they have to work, like they can sleep in that bed or the sofa, like to have that kind of playroom of like having separate rooms. But the idea is still to have like the main bedroom where both of you just sleep, you know, do your thing.
Yeah.
But definitely have options or other rooms to like have personal space and like have that kind of like not have only shared spaces everywhere.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done. Bye-bye. Choco has to go
wait.
to a meeting.
No, Choco
What?
can leave.
Oh.
We're gonna do a whole
Bye,
nother
Choco.
hour, you guys, without Choco.
Where we? Oh, okay.
We.
I better
Oh.
leave. Yeah.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining me.
No.